Jackie, come here. Jackie, come here, boy. What do you think of the VN being a ZN? Come here, boy. Hi, hello. Oh, did Wizard give you your cheese today? Did he give you your cheese?
I don't think so.
You didn't get any cheese? That's cruel and unusual punishment. I'm going to call the Society of Protection of Pooches. So anyways, a little story behind this bike. There's a collector out in Cape Cod that was selling his entire collection. I think we bought like 19 bikes, and he actually donated a couple of bikes and a couple of classic cars to the museum that we sold for continuation funds. And of all the bikes he had, of the 13 bikes, he said, Ken, this is the best one. This has the best motor. It runs like an absolute rocket ship. And when we bought it in, Kenny's like, it's a universal Japanese bike. Let's just sell it as is. Let's not do any work on it. And I was like, no, we can't. Bill told me this thing was the bomb. So, and I just got back from test riding it, and I know what he's talking about. This thing is a superb motorcycle, 6,149 miles on it. We had to clean the carbs on it. He had done it like 2 years ago, but with 13 bikes that had been sitting. So we cleaned the carbs, put a new battery on it, rebuilt the rear brake master cylinder, and put a new clutch in it. And it's super, it's got 74 horsepower according to Kawasaki, and it weighs 487 pounds, so it's relatively light with a lot of horsepower, relatively small chassis. It's got some nice Kenda cruise tires on it. It handles nice. It's got the shaft drive, so there's very low maintenance. The engine is a 4-cylinder, 4-stroke, inline 4, 2-valve per cylinder, double overhead camshaft with a bank of 4 key and 34mm carburetors. Really super smooth. Like the mirrors don't vibrate at all, and it accelerates like you'd expect, like a Ninja 700, basically, because it's a very similar engine design to the Performance 750s of that day. In fact, this is closely related to the Kawasaki KZ750 motor. So this is a cool platform as it sits to do whatever you want. You can put some saddlebags on it. It's already got the backrest and a nice company 2-up saddle. It has air adjustable rear shocks and an air adjustable front fork. There's only one of the front fork tubes has an air adjustable feature on it. Triple disc brakes, shaft drive. Just a cool bike. And I gotta show you something else. Check this out. There's when you press this button right here, it says volt and tachometer. You press that button, and the voltmeter on the tach tells you if what you're charging at. I've never seen that on a motorcycle before. Of course, the trip reset odometer, 6,149 miles. Everything works electrically on the bike perfectly. All the turn signals, the hazard lights, the idiot lights, the fuel gauge, of course, electric start. And listen to this thing. Carbureted perfectly. The key ends were cleaned by the mechanic Jeff Castine. That's about it, man. The front brakes work great. Rides nice, and it's got an awful lot of power for a 700. Excellent starting point if you want to build a factory custom. Guys are making bobbers out of these, cafe racers, whatever you want to do. I went online, looked at some videos. One kid had taken it and put a cafe quarter fairing on it and a set of pipes on it. So, or just leave it the way it is and ride the wheels off of it. The bike was previously repainted. There's new graphics on it. It says VN700 on the side, Victor Nancy. It's actually supposed to be ZN Zebra Nancy, but I don't think anybody really cares. It could use a new paint job. Check out the paint job right here. It's like somebody painted this a while back, and the gas head, when they were filling it up, got on the paint, and it like screwed up the paint job. So probably a home paint job or a local shop paint job. Now, if you wanted to make it super nice, you could put a nice brand new paint job on it for about $400 and some new graphics for about $50. and the thing would be cosmetically beautiful. I got a work order just to make sure I didn't forget anything on this that I can read to you. All right, got some good news here. We actually have the title to this, which is great. John Carvalho is the benefactor of the museum who hooked us up with this bike. And I've got the work order here. The bike was steam cleaned, pressure washed. They painted the frame, polished the motor, aluminum on it. They painted the exhaust system on it, polished the wheel rings on the outside of the wheels, and some other chrome accessories were all cleaned up because they've been sitting in John's barn for a while. It was a little dusty. It was in the detail shop for 5 hours, and then it was in the service department the first time for 3 hours. And then we took it off for a test ride. It needed a new clutch, so I had to go back in for a new clutch and a new rear master cylinder brake rebuild kit, and that was another 3 hours. The first time Jeff had dismantled the carbs and cleaned the carbs, changed the oil, gave it a mechanical check over, and as per John's telling us when we bought the bikes that this was, he thought was the best motor of the 13 bikes. You be the judge if you get a chance to ride this thing. It's super smooth, shifts perfectly with a brand new Barnett clutch in it, accelerates rapidly. I'm not sure what the quarter mile times are on this, but I'm sure it's somewhere around a 12-second quarter mile. I guess 12 and a quarter seconds, maybe 12.4 seconds, under 12 and a half seconds in the quarter mile, I'm sure. And pretty much zero maintenance. Just keep fresh gas in it and keep it battery charged up, change the oil every 3,000 miles, you'll be fine. If you have any questions about the bike, give us a call, 860-454-7024. I think about the same time that they repainted it, they probably put a new seat cover on there. It looks like the seat was recovered. It does have a nice backrest on here in a glove box in the back of the backrest, which is kind of cool. So, Junior, is anything you'd like to add?
Indestructible Kawasaki 4. I mean, it's sorted, guys.
Yeah, it's oil cooled. There's no liquid cooling or fans or radiators or anything. It's just super simple. 2 valve per cylinder.
Not much to go wrong, and you know, it's got a solid ignition on it. It's no Prince of Darkness or whatever they had over it. Yep,
a nice Kawasaki suspension. It's got a set of Kenda Cruise tires, which are the tires were 2012 date code on them that I saw on the side here, but they have no wear. Like the rear tire is probably, I'm gonna say 75% left on the rear tire, and the front tire's at least 65-70%. So it's got decent tires on there. Definitely ready to ride. And if you want to take it to the next level and customize it with a new paint job, that's your prerogative. But the heavy lifting's done. The carb's clean. The bike's clean. It's ready to go. Clean title in hand. Just register it and ride off in the sunset. Thanks for watching. God bless America.